Generating SDKs from an OpenAPI spec with a code generator is straightforward, but getting to a production-ready SDK takes real groundwork. Understanding how the generator works, figuring out which configurations apply, and customizing the output until it follows your preferred conventions and design patterns. We just shipped the apimatic-sdk skill, and it's designed to compress that ramp up significantly. Instead of reading through documentation to figure out what's configurable, you just describe what you want and the skill handles it. I've got the Adyen spec open in VS Code. I type one prompt, generate a TypeScript SDK for this API. The skill uses the apimatic CLI and generates a TypeScript SDK from the spec instantly. The SDK lands right in your project. You can open the files and explore immediately. The README, the client, the models, it's all there, structured and ready to use. Now here's something useful. Before I change anything, I ask Claude, what can be customized in this SDK? It walks me through the available code gen settings, timeout behavior, retry logic, error handling, naming conventions, and more. I don't have to dig through documentation, I just ask. Let's say I want to set a default timeout for all API calls. I describe what I want, and the skill applies the timeout setting to the CodeGen configuration and regenerates the SDK with it included. The change is reflected across the SDK automatically. That's the pattern for any customization. Describe what you want, the skill handles the config. Once I'm happy with the SDK, I publish it directly to GitHub from the same conversation. My GitHub account is already connected to my apimatic account, so I just ask, and it published the generated SDK. Generate, customize, publish. One conversation without switching tools or writing a single line of config. That's the apimatic-sdk skill. It supports every language on the apimatic platform. All you need to get started is an open API spec and a free apimatic account.